Well, thank you for joining me again. Marcus Cargyle, Motivated Solutions, Ministry, The Last Inning, Wheat or Tear. Um, a lot of the things, matter of fact, many of the things that I've said with conviction, world leaders or people that's, I guess, you know, or that's out there just confirming and reaffirming and solidifying truth. I can't, well, I won't tell you, I can't tell you where it comes from. I know where it comes from. But the things that I say is not grandeur or grandiose or narcissist. I see narcissist is for themselves and the benefit of themselves and, things like that. But I am a narcissist for God. So I know what I roll with and how I'm flying into power. But one of the things that to let you know that it's in me, and it's truth, and it's going to be yelled from the mountaintops. I've been tired and feathered. We gonna talk about that though, but from the mountaintops, right? But one of the things that I said, which many people, and I'm pretty sure many people out there, who do I think I am, or whatever, right? I speak to the anointing of the righteousness of truth that rises above biasness, that rises above prejudiceness, that rises above egos, that rises above self-edification, rises above everything. That it leads to one thing: truth revealed and to be dealt with. So one of the things that I said was that if you're going to conversate with me, if you want to invite me on something, if you want to whatever, listen, I'm not into a popularity contest. If I don't get nothing out of nothing, I've already won something out of something, just a chance. Do you understand how lousy? I'm garbage. So all this greatness, all this flying and all, it has nothing to do with me. I'm garbage, but I'm connected to God. And I'm a God over these issues. I'm a God over this loneliness. I'm a God. Man, whoo. Don't mean things going to go away. Don't mean problems, massive, this, that, all of that. But what it does mean, that in faith, I'm telling you, it always reveals to be in your favor. Right? So one of the things I said, and one of the things that I'll say to the world, and I'll say to anybody, a world leader, or this, man, whatever, it doesn't even, to all 7 billion human beings in the world, understand this. In America, there's 4 groups. There's Indians, there's whites, there's blacks, and then there's minorities. See, they wanted to water down and do the Indians, but it was hard because they had the land, which Farrakhan and all of them kept talking about land, but we don't. But that's the only difference. They had land, and that's what made this casino land. But their struggle, their plight, what they went through, That's not of anybody else. Hmong American, Irish American, Italian American, transgender, all that. Then none of them go through what they went through. But it's all, and it's being busted down, you understand, with sledgehammer of holiness, the ridiculousness, the lies. But you got to understand under tyranny. That's what's kind of ironic when America talk about terrorism, but no, there's been no more terrorism than with black folks. Atrocities after atrocities for no reason at all, and lies. So the whole thing to lump blacks just minority, so you watered it down. So my struggle is the same struggle as a white woman, or a woman, period, or a Hmong American, or Italian American, or Irish American. And I don't blame any of you all. Listen, I understand. I don't blame any of you all. That's that oblivious history we got to deal with, right? But it's not that I just have the audacity. I've just been anointed. So check this out. Listen to this, right? This just emphasizes what I'm saying.
American experience. It's literally not duplicated anywhere on earth in history. African Americans are a completely unique phenomenon as a people.
You understand
who
that?
they are culturally, what
Not
their
a
history is, what
minority.
their experience is, isn't duplicated anywhere on earth.
You understand
You don't know
that?
where you came from. You don't know what country you came from. You don't know what culture you came from. You don't know what language you came from. You don't know what your religion was before. You, like I've said before, you're more American than anyone because you don't have any other identity. Actually, your entire identity is American-based. That's not the case of anyone else. I'm Irish American. I'm German American. I'm Italian American. I'm Jewish American. I'm this or that, the other. You can say African American, but you don't know anything about Africa. You don't even know which part of Africa.
I could find another
Africans don't call
100
themselves
righteous
that
intellectuals.
because I know my tribe. I have my language. I have my
That
region,
would
my
only
country, my
confirm-
whatever. Like me saying European American. I'm not European. I'm
What
specifically
is
Irish and
pretty
German.
much like a 4 + 4.
But you can't say that. You are
It's not an
American.
opinion.
You're the original Americans. You know? Everyone else is immigrants. You can't even be called immigrants.
No.
You know? You're originally American. And your culture is
But I'm gonna
is as close to being the indigenous culture of America
But I'm gonna let you love
as there
me
can be without you being
and
the
water my
indigenous people.
struggle.
You know? You're the indigenous
And wa-
people
and
of the
down.
entity called America. Called the United
What
States
has
of
got
America.
to be done is if it's just
Everything else came from elsewhere.
some normal
Your culture is the only
situation.
one that came from right there, because you were cut off from everything else. You know, there's nobody else like that. There's nobody else like.
So my point being, right, is that at the end of the day, oblivious history, foolishness. So we can't get ahead because we're being treated like anybody else. Man, it's foolishness. Unacceptable foolishness. I'm not a minority. And really, I'm starting to fit into this because I'm seeking right now a dual citizenship, seeing what country that I would like to, because we got to go back to the motherland. Like you said, only people. And then What's crazy is, right,
that in the world.
when we are the only people. Like this lady just said, in Africa, you understand? But it's like that. So, four groups understand that. All right. But the love for all the groups is there. I'm a man of God. I love all the same. But the injustices, the foolishness isn't the same. The oblivious history that has been done. And I really don't blame anybody else for the way they feel, because they've been misled and bamboozled and hoodwinked to the 20,000th power. But that's what my $1 million GoFundMe is about. That's what my going around America dealing with the same people. I'm sorry, that's my my alarm going off. But anyway, trying to learn to cut these videos short. We got to deal with some things. No, we're not. We got to. We're dealing with some things right now. So, sorry that it just happens to be me. But it is. So, back to Africa. But to God first. To the God in you. To the mind. That are open to the next level. Experience that. Love you. Peace.